Okay, so we're going to do Dark versus Panda, which is basic this raid. And we're going to start off with this team. Now, this team does have very little healing. So while this level might be alright, it might be a little rough when we hit 86, because we're not going to get much healing out of this. Arabelle and Nari can be replaced with Cam and Tinia. But other than that, that's the team. So as the boss level gets a little higher, you can switch that out to be a little safer. In addition, Oghma is going to get hit by the initial attacks of Panda, so we're going to try to body block just to make sure we kind of keep it spaced out. But the fire could make Arabelle go into Oghma, in which they're both taking damage, which could be dangerous. So you might have to break the chain. If she starts taking damage in the beginning, you might have to break the chain a little bit so the fight gets moved around. But if you keep Panda in place and do your chains properly, you could do some nasty damage. But the damage is overall pretty damn consistent. So let's just give it a go. So right off the bat, we're going to run up, body block, and auto attack. Just trying to keep Panda kind of away. Body block doesn't do too much here, but that's the way it is. Just try to do it to remove some of the movement. So we're going to do a 1.5, 1.5, because Claude's kind of activates a little slow. Let Arabelle's go all the way down. Let Nari's go to 1.5. And hopefully we get it. It's kind of a finicky one, actually. But we got it there. Keep him in place. The second chain is going to be really fast, because Claude doesn't have a super fast chain to begin with. But we're going to do some good damage on this round. I can feels it. You always want Nari to go before your last chain. Ooh, that's pretty good damage. I mean, that's my highest so far. So yeah, that's not too bad. So let's try it again. I'll screenshot that from my buddies. And let's try it again. So once again, 1.5, 1.5, let it go all the way down, 1.5. So far, that's the most consistent way I've found to do this fight. And yeah, I mean, if the fires don't push your teammates too far away at the beginning of the fight, you're going to be fine on damage. Even messed up runs are fine on damage. And what I mean by messed up is a fire moves them around all over the place. It's just hard to mess up this damage entirely. .33 is not bad. But yeah, I mean, the fight's pretty simplistic. As long as you keep that chain down, and even if the fire comes out, it's not that big of a deal. You're not going to see a whopping damage loss unless the fire really keeps your, like if Nari is out of range of fire because of fire, she will just stay there for a long, long time, and it could lose you some damage. But if the fire just dissipates and they run back in immediately, you're going to be just fine. But we don't even want that to happen. If we get the chain right, we're good. I mean, we're getting to 33s. That's pretty solid. And honestly, even though I'm not doing anything, I consider this fun. It's a pretty fun fight. Like, you do massive damage while sitting there. You got kind of different kind of elements working. You know, you got long range, you got a short range where you're kind of melee body blocking with Claude. It's kind of fun. It's pretty cool. So I'll do it one more time. Not that I like. I'll do one with the fire variation where I kind of mess up the chain. You can kind of see the way the fire is going to work off this. Even you should be getting good damage regardless. So now look at Arabelle and Oghma. This is a good example. See how they're all bunched together? Like, Arabelle could die at the higher levels. But what we can do to solve this is mess up the chain. If we mess up the chain, they will move. So now the fire is going to come out. Because of the fire, it's going to make... Oh, God. I actually didn't get it. Arabelle could come close to kind of dying. I think I took too many off the chain. We're going to see good damage on this one, though. Nope. I mean, we're still really close. The damage is pretty consistent, though. Either way, hopefully that helps. It's not a bad fight once you get that chain down and just keep it in place. If you don't, even then, it's still a pretty good fight with really good damage. So, alright, have a good one. Noogie out. Oh, and if you can, subscribe, like, whatever. I know I didn't give much advice in this one, but because I think you champs have it. But, yeah, either way, it would help.